Well, hello everyone. This is Prophetess Sylvia. I send blessings to everyone that is under the sound of my voice. And I just wanted to share something with you guys today. First of all, keep God first in your life. He is so awesome and He knows everything about us. He even knows the number of hairs we have on our heads, which is so personal to me. And I find it touching and endearing to know that someone loves me that much, that they know everything about me from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet, inside and outside. Recently, I became a widow. This is my second time. I've been going through a lot of changes during this pandemic, physically, medically, socially, spiritually. And I found out that God knows everything. It's nothing about us that surprises Him. It's nothing about us that He goes into a place of, oh, no, you didn't, or you shouldn't have. But He's such a gracious Father that He embraces us and loves us right where we are. And He brings us back into remembrance of His word. I thought it was such a hard thing to lose two husbands and feel kind of disconnected from my family, from the church. See, when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Word of God says that God lifts us a standard. The Spirit of the Lord lifts the standard up against them. But all the time we don't understand that when we're going through right at that time. And I never had a pity party, and I've never been one to be good at grieving and mourning nor complaining. But this time it just hit me so hard that I was like, Lord, I'm just not ready. I don't want to feel what I'm feeling. My life just changed, and I went into another area. I felt like, wow, during my life from birth, I've been through so many storms of life. Some people may would think they were showers or wasn't all that hard, but you never understand a person until you've been in a situation similar to theirs. And especially if that person is called to the office of a prophet or an apostle, minister, evangelist, teacher, ministry of helps, whatever it is, and you serving God's people, and then you feel like your life is going in shambles. But something that I've learned while going through this is that when God is actually stretching you and testing you and actually giving you an escape out, it seems like the voices are so loud and you can hear all the thunder and lightning. But because of the pandemic, it made us have to quarantine more, and it made us have to actually be still and just hear what the Spirit of the Lord was saying. As for me, I had so many things that were incomplete in my life, so many things that were in disarray, and I kept on. I learned how to mask up again because I didn't want anybody to worry about me. I loved my church, Full Gospel Christian Assembly International. I love my leaders, Apostle Ron and Dr. Barbara. Oh my God, Prophetess Deborah. I remember Prophet Dave went home to be with the Lord, and Dr. Terry Haynes and all the ones, Pastor Claude and Prophetess Angela, and because of Prophetess Alice Dubose, and all the ones that I'm working with on a daily basis, the Ministry of Health, the Gradics, just working all the time, Prophetess Eunice, Prophetess Linda, and you still working, and they're praying for you. One of my other spiritual mothers, Prophetess Alice. We knew her as Alice Smith, but she married, so she's Prophetess Alice Lee. And all this time, God was tugging me. My second husband who passed, his name is Jimmy Hampton. I call him Big Papa. I took care of my husband every day. I had to, during my area of having back pains and trouble myself, my daughter Ashley and I had to wash him up, turn him, and watch him just go away. Apostle came in and led him to Christ, which was awesome, and I so appreciate it. But I just didn't understand at the time. What my story is to you is nothing like his story. God had to actually quarantine me and sit me down, and I heard his voice say, "Come, a little girl, sit down. Shh, I want to talk to you." And the words that he says soothe my soul and my life. I don't have it all together, but he began to show me, even before I was conceived in my mother, Vertimae DeVos, womb, that he loved me and he ordained me and he predestined me to do great exploits, to leap over walls and run through troops, to have a heart for the outcasts, those that have been rejected, abandoned, mistreated, misunderstood, labeled, lied on, beat up, torn down, walking in mental illnesses, depression. I was called to those that are addicted behavior. As I said, mental health, it goes so deep. It's not just a area where you have a demon. No, it's an area where you have to get to the core of the problem. And the only way God showed me was through agape love, unconditional. If you know the love of God, it'll open up your heart to love others. And I've learned to do that. And I spent most of my life loving people, but I didn't love myself because I needed healing. So when God began to talk to me and show me before I was conceived in my mother's womb, and I was a twinkling in my daddy, Sylvester Pride's eyes, that he was my first love, that he loved me so much that he actually sent me into this world. Now, the truth of the matter is, I am more than a conqueror. Recently, again, the enemy came and attacked my body. I thought that so many things that was going on. It got to the point that all I could do was cry and pray and ask God to allow my angels, from Psalms 23, goodness and mercy, not only to follow me all the days of my life, but just to help me get out of my bed. I was in so much pain. When I would come to work here, I could hardly walk. But God has turned so many things around to show me that this too shall pass, and that is so many souls that will be won to him, because if he be lifted up from the earth, he will draw all men unto him. And for that I give him praise. I love him so much. I thank him for a ministry that trusts and believes in me, supports me, and always here for me. So know this, my name is Sylvia. Telephone number 708-227-9830, 708-227-9830. I'm a kingdom counselor. I'm a kingdom reporter. And I have overcome by the words of my testimony and the blood of the Lamb. You all be blessed. Hit me up on Facebook, Evangelist Sylvia, or Sylvia Intercessor Hampton. More to come. Love you so much. Thank you for listening. God bless.